Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Quasar. I teach at Avanti High School, and I'm here today to talk to you about what we mean when we say mastery learning. So, at Avanti, we require students to meet mastery. And there's a lot of confusing terminology out there in the education land, a ton of acronyms. And some people, when they talk about mastery, are talking about a grading system. But when we say mastery, we're talking about mastery learning, not necessarily mastery based grading. And what that means to us is that we hold every student accountable to a deep level of understanding in our classes. So, for instance, if you're in a math class, mastery is going to look like meeting 80%, which is about a B grade, or higher on every math formative assessment that you take or are producing. So the practice might not be incorporated into that mastery, but your level of understanding as tested or shown in a project would be how we determine if you've met mastery. In other classes, it might be a little less defined what mastery means. And so certain teachers will say if you meet an 80% overall in the course, then you have achieved mastery for that course and you can move on with only getting a grade of a B or A. So at Avanti, all of our classes, you will only ever receive a B or an A grade. But the trade-off here is that you need to meet mastery before you'll earn credit at an A or a B. So our model generally lets students take a little bit longer if they need an extended work time, or shorter if they can meet mastery before like a normal target date. So it's a flexible system. It's highly individualized. There are oftentimes multiple ways to show understanding or to show that you've met mastery of a certain standard. So teachers are very flexible in how students are able to showcase their understanding and are actually like wanting student ideas of how they can showcase their own mastery of a topic. I will do another video on grades and grading, but gosh, that's a can of worms. So I'll just stop it here and call this video the one where we talk about mastery learning. I will just come quickly back to that idea of receiving credit when you've earned mastery. So if you're in a learning plan class and it has a certain list of assignments and assessments, then those need to be met with mastery before a student will earn credit. So unless you're earning, you've finished all of the assignments and you have a B or higher, you won't have completed the class. So you keep working on it until you get those assignments done and you have a grade of a B or higher, and then we write your credit. Yeah, it's complicated, but I think the reason why we are so committed to mastery learning is that we need every student to leave us with confidence, with the skills, with self-advocacy, with an understanding that you're not just sitting back and getting a D at our school. You are an active participant in your own learning, and you have ownership of that process. So if you're lacking that internal motivation, or your education might not mean something to you yet, we think that our mastery system sort of shifts those dispositions and philosophies to one of internal motivation, ownership, and confidence.